gods, give you back your homes, or restore your dead to life.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, as you guys can see, we're going to be doing this Game of Thrones Daenerys Stormborn inspired look. And I had so much fun creating this look because I'm a huge fan of the show, and specifically Daenerys because she's awesome. And yeah, I wanted to do this look honestly because it's super simple. It does not require a lot of makeup, and you don't have to do a lot of steps to achieve this look because she's just naturally beautiful. So you really don't have to do a lot to your face, and that's the nice thing about it. It's so easy to achieve. You honestly need to do light makeup, throw on a really blonde wig, and you are good to go. So if you're interested in seeing how I got this Game of Thrones look, then please keep watching. So for foundation today, I noticed she doesn't have many freckles. She seems to be pretty barefaced and has like that really fresh look. So I am going to be using a foundation that's going to cover my freckles because, as you guys can see, I do have freckles. So I'm going to be using the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation. This is a full coverage foundation, but I'm using this simply to cover up my freckles, and also because with this look, we're not going to be using any concealer at all. I don't think concealer is necessary for this look. She doesn't seem to be super highlighted and bronzed and anything like that. That's not the look we're going for. So that's why I'm using a full coverage foundation, because I know we're not going to be concealing later. So I'm going to be taking this foundation on my beauty blender, and then we're just going to blend this out into the skin. Another thing I wanted to say is, like, if you guys have this hair color naturally or you're super blonde, I give you props. I don't know how you do it. And I say that just because, like, I would be so concerned every single time to get foundation all over my hair and in my hair, like my hairline and everything like that. I would just be so concerned about that all the time. I don't know how you guys do it. So seriously, if you have this hair, you see, like, you got to be careful with this. If you have this hair color, kudos to you, because girl, this is a challenge. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set the rest of my face with my MAC Studio Fix foundation. This is what it looks like here. So as you guys can see, I'm just going to pat this into the skin opposed to wiping it over the skin. I think it gives you a nicer finish, and it just makes you look a lot more flawless. And again, like, she looks like she's got just beautiful skin. So we want to mimic that as best as we possibly can without looking like we have cake face, you know? All right, so the next step is, in my opinion, the hardest step of this entire tutorial, which is brows. Now, I looked at so many reference pictures, and she has very beautiful brows. Emilia Clarke, who is the actress that plays Daenerys, she naturally has just very beautiful, big brows, and her brows are bigger than mine, and they're straighter than mine too. I have more of an arch, as do many other people. She happens to have straighter brows, and then they arch down. So I am going to mimic that as best as I possibly can. The goal here is to make your brows fuller and also still natural looking, to where they don't look too crazy. To do this, I'm going to be using my Brow Bar To Go by Gerard Cosmetics, and I'm going to be taking the darkest shade, which is this one right here in the palette, and I am going to be sculpting that out. But before I do my brows, I'm going to just brush my brows with a spoolie straighter. So usually I would like go upwards and then, you know, make them curved as to the shape that they actually are. But for today, I am going to just brush them straight so that way I can see how I'm going to map out my brows. I think also too, it'll help you guys if you look down a little bit so you can really see what it is you're doing, and to make sure you get a fuller brow, this is the easiest way to do that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the end of the brush, like the butt of it, if you will, and I'm going to just literally make a line like this across. Just press down. That way we can get that fuller brow. Alright, so I'm going to do my next brow off camera because these brows are going to take a minute, and I will be right back. Alright, so moving on now that the brows are done is eyeshadow. Now this eyeshadow look is very simple. You know, whenever I see Daenerys, it looks like she always has just a really light wash of brown all throughout the eye up into the crease, and it stops right before her brow bone. It's very simple, very natural looking. So we're going to take this shade here called Nudie from the Too Faced Natural Eyes palette. And we're going to apply this all over the lid and the crease area. All right, so now just with a mini blending brush, this is the Morphe M431. I'm going to take that same shade Nude and I'm going to place this right under my eyes just to add a little bit more depth and dimension. She seems to have that. She always seems to have like a little bit of a shadow right under her eyes. So we are going to create that as well. All right, so the last step for the eyes is mascara. Again, this is super simple. So I'm going to be taking my favorite mascara from the drugstore, the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara, and just coat my top and bottom lashes. Okay, so now moving on to the cheeks. Now, Daenerys has pretty pink cheeks, like I've said before. So to mimic that, I'm going to be taking this blush here. This is much pinker than what I normally would use, but I'm going to be taking this blush here. It's from Tarte, and this is in the shade Amuse. This is actually one of my favorite blushes, but it is very pigmented. So I'm going to be using a very light hand while doing this, but we do want to see that pink. So I'm going to be taking a little bit of that and going over my cheeks with it. So while doing this, you want to deposit most of the color on the apples of the cheeks first, and then you will start to blend it back. So I'm going to make that funky face that everybody does when they're doing their blush. Just because, again, the main focus is the apples of the cheeks with the pink. So we're going to focus the color there, and then we'll start blending it back, but really focus it here first. So to finish up this look, we are going to be finishing up with lips. So for lips, she always has like a very nudish pink lip. It's very, very natural looking. So I'm going to be using my ColourPop liner, and this is in the shade Dopey, and then I'm going to be going over that with the liquid lipstick in Echo Park from ColourPop. Alright you guys, and that is the end of this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. I had so much fun creating this look for you because it's Game of Thrones. Hello. So yeah, if you did like this look, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And also remember, all of the products that I used in today's video will be linked down below, and do not forget to follow me on all of my social media sites. And also have a very safe and happy Halloween, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for keeping up with me. Bye!